been a popular mascot for any team in sports. Perhaps it's our fascination with flight, the elegance and majesty with which they seemingly without effort glide through the air. Well, there will be plenty of effort in this one because when two birds get together and start clawing at each other, feathers are bound to fly. Welcome everyone to Louisville, Kentucky, L&N Stadium, home of the Cardinals. As we'll see a squad from the back, the bowling Green Falcons, taking on a team from the ACC, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. From inside the 10, here he comes. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Cardinals offense will have the football first. And David, this offense is built around keeping it on the ground and feeding the beast at running back.
Yeah, and he is a grown ace man. That dude, it starts and ends with him. Jesse, how nice is it to have a running back that you can turn, hand the ball to? He's going to get positive chunks. Defenses fear him. That's a really nice place to start on offense.
And it doesn't matter how many guys they have in the box, right? Every single week, defense is key on stopping this guy, and none of them can do it. He is so dynamic, a true game changer for this offense.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They'll give it to him again. Look out, he's got room. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Cardinals, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off play action on 1st down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
The Cardinals trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run play action. With the catch, it's Bell. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Got a man, it's Bell. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop.
4th down coming up.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. That is no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. So Bowling Green's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And this running game, Jesse, which has been suspect, is going to run into a stone wall in that linebacking core.
I think the big question then is, how is this offense going to have any balance in this game? They need to find creative ways to run the football. We've seen this linebacker shut down much better running backs than what they have on offense. So, David, they're going to have to find ways to still get their backs touches, but try to keep them away from this guy because he is a heat-seeking missile.
He is, and he's sideline to sideline. He's good in the pass. He's good in the run. Like, he really is hard to get away from. Maybe read himself. You know, get the ball out quick. Try to avoid him as much as possible because he has wrecked many a games.
Catch in the middle. It's Hogan. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
When offenses run these slant routes, it's about putting the ball right on the numbers, and defensively, I got to be able to take those angles right away. See where he's at, break on the football. Poor angles there by the defense. The offense took advantage with some nice yards after the catch.
To the air, it's Pine. Snagged out of the air. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. I think that receiver really has choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he was going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these curl routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Grab behind the line. It's McMillan. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Hogan. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on fourth down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before. Ice in their veins, and you saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The play action fake. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. The Falcons decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They missed a chance to put up 3 points the last time they had it, and now to try to get a score on this drive. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Moss. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's going for it all. Makes a grab down the middle. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the gun.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Brown has it. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Cardinals are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Off the play fake. Puts it out of the air. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
And the Cardinals are rolling down the field. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to throw. It's Moss. On the move, he fires. And the timing just a hair off.
The QB had all day to throw the football. That's the good news. The bad news is he couldn't find anybody open and couldn't deliver the ball to him. So let's see if they can get some chemistry going with the wide receiver and quarterback throughout this game.
You know they'd love to convert this 3rd down after missing a field goal on the last drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Bell. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Big fella moving. Touchdown Cardinals. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time. But when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football, and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and make that big play.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
He'll pull it down. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. It's a running room. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown,
things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the finish shows just how potent they are. An 88-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He'll do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking downfield, it's Moss. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And the QB just makes it look easy. Drop back, surveys the field, makes the correct decision, throws the ball where his receiver can catch it, doesn't put it in harm's way. That's a really good quarterback making it look easy.
The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Makes a man miss. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Stewart. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Let's talk a minute about Louisville's new quarterback, Miller Moss. Last year, started 9 games at his childhood favorite, USC, before being replaced by Jaden Mayava. Now with the Ville, he fills a void and brings a gunslinger mentality, Jesse.
He has that gunslinger mentality. When it's going good, it's normally going really, really good, but he has to be able to avoid the mistakes. And let's not forget, he's got some pretty big shoes to fill, too. Tyler Shuck did some really good things for Louisville's offense this season ago. So for Miller Moss, a chance to rejuvenate his career and do it at Louisville.
And the Cardinals now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Guys, this offense is going to have to find a way to protect this quarterback. He has already been under unbelievable duress early in this game, and they're not going to be able to complete throws if they can't keep him standing up.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The Cardinals send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Back to throw, it's Pine. Safe completion on the screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Now this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first. Second down, they'll go to the air. Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in. It's Hogan. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Talk about having a day. We're not even done the first quarter yet. This receiver already has over 100 yards. Look out.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the catch. It's Hogan. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Punt is on its way. Hauls it in at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got him downfield. On the sweet spin, and he's free. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. First and 10 from the 36. They go to the ground. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's first and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Then you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. So now on comes the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed, try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
Looking downfield, it's Pine. The short hands, it's Middleton. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I know everyone's yelling like, you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And the Falcons will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the...
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Trying play action. Finds the tight end. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
A defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Looking to throw, it's Moss. Shoots it to the left. It's caught. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him. Touchdown,
Louisville! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish, and they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Bowling Green made the bold move of turning to star of field, stage, and sideline Eddie George as the new head coach. And Falcon fans have to be thrilled after the run he put up at Tennessee State.
Yeah, listen, this guy's an icon in the state of Ohio. After what he did winning a Heisman Trophy at Ohio State, and after what he built down at Tennessee State, there's a lot of reason for optimism, I think. This guy, this isn't just show, David. I think this guy has a lot of substance to him. I expect them to be pretty good.
Well, and I think that's the cool thing. He's already gone and done it, right? Like, he's a big name, Eddie George, especially like you mentioned in the state of Ohio, but being able to go now with coaching experience. You know, he started to build that program and started to win down the stretch. He learned how to be a head coach. Excited to see his next steps.
Back to pass, it's Pine. Looking to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. It'll be a draw. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
to throw. It's Pine. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The Falcons are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And the Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, you know, on second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
The Falcons trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back can get some positive yards.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys. They've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback in the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
Man, the red zone, the field starts to shrink as a defense. I don't drop as far in my drops now. I got to understand, I'm getting back quick. That ball is going to come out. Nice job by the defense reacting to the pass and going and making a physical tackle.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt from the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. And that is no good. Guys, that field goal could loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. That's caught. It's Bell. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Moss. Quickly complete. He'll get a fresh set of down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. give to the running back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
And the Cardinals can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He's taking the shot. Finds a tight end. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Using the quick game. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Knowing that your man can make the catch against his defender, that wasn't a big play, but it can set you up down the line to be able to take advantage.
Yes, get it to him as fast as I can. When I see him open, he runs the little hitch, get it to him so he can make a little bit of yards after the catch, and eventually that little gain, he's going to bust one of those with his athletic ability.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
The Cardinals come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw. It's Moss. Floats it out in space. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
They'll immediately call timeout. And the Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. Running to the left. Finds some fresh air. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Bringing the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. 1st down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Never a doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And he takes this from inside the 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a fascinating first 2 quarters of football in Louisville. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
The Cardinals will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
To the air, it's Pine. Rushes on him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
They kick it away on 4th down. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got the first down and more. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They're going to ride this running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Moss. Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Makes the catch. It's Brown. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Hogan. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Leaves it with the running back. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
And the Falcons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gets the back moving. Looking for a man. It's Pine. Got his man out of the backfield. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a 1st down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. All that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Moss. Fires to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the Cardinals will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. to pass. Oh, they're after him. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force 3rd and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks on the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
The Cardinals with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, running back gets the give. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. He makes a catch. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field. Give to Brown. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They give it to him again. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
Didn't find a single crack to run through on the last 2 plays. Let's see if they go up top on 3rd and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab on 3rd down, and that is a rare drop for this guy. You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is even bigger.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Looking to pass. It's Pine. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
The Falcons have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Snap it to the back. Oh, he's got a chance. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
The kick is on its way. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him move him inside. You see him move him outside. You see him move him in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Now on 1st down from the 40. Scanning the field, it's Moss. He's got an open man. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
The give to the left. He's in open space downfield. Touchdown, Cardinals! And the pummeling has started.
Man, what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Now they'll run the draw. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Looking to throw, it's Pine. hauls it in. Got room at the 35. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Middleton. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. But hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. He'll go to the sneak.
It's not sexy. It's not pretty. It's actually kind of old school because people don't really run a lot of QB sneaks anymore. You don't even see quarterbacks under center that much. But what do? You keep your momentum going. You've already strung together a bunch of plays. Now is not the time to get super aggressive. Way to go high percentage. Run the quarterback sneak. Get the first down.
Quarterback on the keeper. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Pine. Gets it out fast. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback. And he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
And the Falcons have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown Falcons. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
He'll try to tack on one more. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. From the gun, the running back has it. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Wide receiver going in motion. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
So many offenses do this, right? They run the jet sweep. This defense was more than ready. They see it all the time. They got the penetration. That play had no chance to be successful.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Throws to the tight end. Got a man. It's Stewart. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing. You're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical 3rd down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It
breaks into the open, and he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
But I'd say, well, the defense has really contained that quarterback run all game long, but in a big spot in the 4th quarter, they let him out of the cage. He gets out of the pocket, makes the run, and gets the 1st down.
And the Cardinals kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The give to the back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
They think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
They'll keep it on the ground. Makes his man miss. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And this is so frustrating late in the game when you got to get the football back and you can't stop them. My goodness, this drive's been going play after play after play. This defense has got to find a way to bow up, make something happen, get a stop, and get the football back.
Motion from the wideout. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Pressure coming. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Looking for a man. It's Pine. He wants to go deep. He's got it along the sideline. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pocket breaking down.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down. Get some positive yards.
Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Quick strike complete. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about right here. Seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom. positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
He'll keep it on the sneak.
The defense just can't seem to find a way to get off the field. That time, QB sneak for the first down. They need a turnover or something to try to generate some momentum.
The Falcons will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Back to pass, it's Pine. Trying to barrel in. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bowling Green. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Splits those uprights right in half. So an 82-yard drive there. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score.
Bowling Green, 21.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They'll go to the ground. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bell. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Oh, better look out. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And that ball's free behind the line. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The give as they work on that clock. Sweet cut there. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
To the air, it's Moss. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
All right, sense of urgency now has to go through the roof for this team. They needed their defense to come up with that turnover right there. So if you're on offense, you got to get these plays called. You got to get aggressive, take some shots, because you can now go and win this game.
Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Ridley. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's McMillan.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And the Falcons with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. 2nd down coming up. Dropping back, it's Pine. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion now setting up 3rd down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
He wants to throw it again. Deep shot for the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll pull it on the read. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. 3rd down play from the gun. Caught near the sticks. It's Lacey. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.